In this video, we're going to prove wrong everyone who says that AI can't make great design, because in this video, we're going to turn an average kind of AI-generated V0 landing page into an incredible SaaS landing page for my product at Linkberry. Hey, I'm Craig Hewitt. Welcome back to the channel. Here, we teach you how to make incredible products and businesses and brands with AI. And today is no different. We're going to be creating incredible design for a web page using AI and making it beautiful. It's a big deal, okay? Because there's a lot of AI slop and kind of crap out there these days, and we're fighting hard against that with products that we create and how we use AI and teaching you how to do the same thing, okay? So what we're doing today is we're taking the existing website here at Linkberry, linkberry.ai, which I put together in about 5 minutes a couple of months ago when I just had the idea for this. And I quite like the copy, right? LinkedIn content that sounds like you. LinkedIn's become insufferable, right? Like LinkedIn is kind of a shit show these days in some ways. And it's part of what we're going against with our manifesto and how we write content with AI, but that is very genuinely you and on brand and on point. So it's wrong for us to be kind of radically anti-AI and have a website that looks like this, which is very clearly written by AI and looks like AI. Okay, so how we're going to go about this is we're going to get inspiration, because inspiration is the context that I think is so valuable and important in everything we do with AI, because otherwise it's just going to look like this. We're going to get context and examples from 4 websites that I love, and many of them I use. We're going to plop that into Claude Code and have it smush all that together, give us an idea of what we can do to create really incredible AI-generated websites, but that look really amazing, okay? So we're going to use the PostHog website. PostHog is product analytics, but I mean, just look at this, right? Just look at this like website, right? This is incredible, right? We're not going to be able to build it. This is next level, but this is good inspiration for us, right? So we're going to feed this one in. We're going to feed Bento. Bento is an email marketing platform that we are going to be using for Linkberry and another product that I'm building. It has a lot of personality. You know, Jesse, the founder there, lives in Japan, and so they have a lot of these kind of Japanese characters, and they have a mascot and stuff like that. So pretty cool look here. Another email marketing platform called UserList. I'm friends with these folks as well. I like all the illustrations, the hand-drawn illustrations they have. I like that it's really kind of clean, a lot of space. They're both very, very good product people here. And then Tranche, I like in terms of like layout and the kind of the graphical aspect of it. I just like how the boxes are laid out and these rounded edges and kind of just the vibe of this kind of like, I don't know what geometric shape this is, but I just kind of like this. So what we're going to do is we're going to go into Cursor and we have Claude Code here, and we're going to just tell it what we want to do and give it these 4 examples, okay? So I'm going to use Super Whisper on my computer here, and I'm going to talk to Claude Code for a minute, and then I'll give it the 4 examples. I want to update the design of this tool because I feel like it sucks right now. I'm going to give you 4 websites to analyze. I want you to go to the websites, understand the design style and vibe and design kind of process of each of these examples. I want you to ask me clarifying questions then, and then I want you to present me with different style and brand options for Linkberry. This should be unique, should be interesting, it should have a very distinct brand to it, and then we'll update the homepage and the marketing site and the application dashboard accordingly to this new brand that we'll create together. So we said all that, and I don't know why Super Whisperer puts in thank you. Oh my goodness, it has like 5 thank yous. This is so funny. Okay, so we did that. Now let's just go grab each of these URLs. So PostHog is one, Bento, UserList, and tranche.com. Okay. So I should have done plan mode because it's really important. This is the kind of thing that you definitely want plan mode for. And so instead of accept edits on, I'm going to go into plan mode. we're in plan mode and we're using Claude Opus 4.5. And I know what most of you are thinking, which is like, Craig, why aren't you using Gemini 3? Well, I don't like it. I don't like Gemini 3 that much. I think it's just not great. Cool, so it's using Playwright to go around and look at this, which is super cool. So you can see Playwright happening over here. It's going to navigate around the site probably. It'll see, like, I don't know if it can click these. These are probably just JavaScript elements. I don't know if it can do this or not. Cool, now it's going to Bento, which is really cool. So Playwright is an MCP managed by Microsoft. It's free, and it does exactly what you're seeing here, which is it opens up the browser and controls the browser automatically from your Claude Code terminal, which is super cool, okay? So these 4 websites that we looked at are different too, which like may not be good because I'm basically giving Claude 4 different directions to go in and 4 different things to pick out. So I might need to say, okay, you gave me kind of several of these, but really this one is kind of like an outlier here. Let's not use that. Maybe that's what we'll do. I don't know. But we'll come back and see what it says. I did this with another project recently, and it did a really great job. So I'll be keen to see kind of what it comes back with. Okay, cool. So, and then it knows kind of what we have here. So it closed the browser. So it ran Playwright, and now it is kind of thinking about all the information that it just got and what it means and how it can create brand suggestions for us. We're in plan mode, so it better have questions for us. Here we go. Okay, so what is Linkberry's primary target audience? Let's see. Solopreneurs and creators, yes. Marketing professionals, yes. Agencies, I think agencies could be customers. I'm not really sure. We'll say yes, just because I don't know how much that affects the brand. What personality should Linkberry convey? Probably not fun and playful. Sophisticated and minimal. I guess that's the question, right? Like, I'm going to say sophisticated. Light or dark mode is the primary theme. Probably light mode. Oh, well, both, yeah. Which of the elements would you want? Custom illustrations with mascot, unique character hand-drawn, not photographs, product, screenshots, and UI. And you know, a different product, I'm using illustrations. I don't think I want to do that here. I think I want to do... Actually, I do want to do, because like it has the term berry in it, so I think we're going to play off the berry vibe a little bit. Yeah, so like it's called Linkberry, so we ought to have berry and farming and agriculture and things like that in the name. I think it's just consistent. That's what a brand is. It's all these things to where you think of it, you have like a picture in your head of what this thing is. So we're hopefully kind of going down that path. Cool. So it's thinking, and while it's thinking, let's just go back over here and look at like what we have so far. So, oh, by the way, so this is the Laravel app we rebuilt Laravel, Linkberry in Laravel and not Next.js. But this is the current version of the homepage. And so one thing we're going to do also is we're going to take this homepage copy, because I really like this copy, and plop it over here into the app. So we just have one place where all the Linkberry stuff lives. So we're not going to have like a homepage and all that kind of stuff, and then an app to where we have 2 different things that are managed. So everything is going to go into one place. I probably should tell the AI that. Which brand direction resonates most? Sophisticated, botanical, aesthetic, deep plum, blue, berry purple, sage greens, cream, elegant, interesting, sophisticated, electric, berry, pink, magenta, fresh greens. Gosh, I don't know. I kind of like the Ventnor one, I guess. Premium wine country elegance, deep burgundy wine, cream, and gold accents. Let's do that. Let's do this one. So this will be interesting to see what this comes up with. Burgundy. What color is burgundy? I don't even know. That's good. Oh, this kind of like, oh, that's a good purple. Yeah. Oh, it's like the color of a passport. Okay. Yeah, you don't see that color around a lot. Yeah, I could go for that. I mean, it fits the name, right? So I think that's important. Cool. So going back to like the existing homepage and how we're going to bring these two things together. So this is the existing homepage. If you go to linkberry.ai, by the time this video goes out, the new one will be done because we're going to do it in this video. But we're going to basically take all the copy and the layout and stuff here because I quite like this homepage. Take the copy and the homepage and just plop it over here with the new style because this is a Laravel app. It has a homepage. This is the non-logged in kind of experience here. And so this is where the new homepage will live. So it's still doing its thing and we'll split terminal here. So this brings up a new version of Claude and we're just going to tell it that. Okay, so I want to duplicate. Let's see, do I have, let's see, I can download from V0, I think. Can I just plop the whole thing into Claude Code? That'd be crazy if I could just plop that whole zip file into Claude Code. Let's see if I can do that. Let's see how it does. So here what I'm doing is I just have two versions because you can see they're in the same folder and the same Git and everything here. So basically what we're doing is just like multitasking. Should we approach illustrations for the brand? I like the line art. So we're going to go with that. So it's just unzipping the folder that I just gave it. And it's going to go through and pull all that stuff out. It should just like grab all this stuff. Okay, meanwhile, over here in the conversation, in the planning one, we have kind of the results of what it is doing here. So, oh my gosh. So ever since Claude Opus 4.5 came out, this became a lot more verbose. The Ventnor redesign, a deep burgundy, gold, and warm cream. That's cool. Typography, Playfair display. Okay, I don't know that one. Design system functionality, cool. Premium wine country elegance like a Ventnor. Carefully cultivates and crafts their products. Cool. I'm having some reservations about this, if I'm honest. I don't really know. Like, I don't want it to go to a whole ton of work. So what I'm going to say is, can it just do like a page, or can it mock something up for me? So I'm not really sure. So I'm not really sure, right? So we're gonna ask it to. By the way, I have this front-end design skill plugin installed, and it's amazing. Yep, please use that. So this is from the Anthropic team. So it's a plugin you install. Cool. So this is great. So I've never done this. I'm learning on the fly here. So you can say like, hey, instead of you just going and changing everything, even though we have Git and we can like revert all this stuff. I just want to see, right? And so it should do this, and it should give me either an image here to look at, or it'll update a page in the app or something like that. Even though we have Git and we could just do all of it and then throw it away if we don't like it. This way we can like iterate on it, hopefully. Copy the landing page assets. Yep, cool. So it's just going to copy all of this into the application and replace this page, hopefully. And since it's JavaScript, we should just see this happen like real time. So that'd be pretty cool. So this is how I multitask. If I'm working on Linkberry or another product and I'm working on in the same branch and in the same application, I can just do this in two things. If I'm working on different branches and different, and I think I'll finish things at different times, I'll use Git work trees, which creates a separate copy of the application on my computer, and I can work on two separate things almost entirely, but they won't conflict. So if I have like different Git branches I'm working on, I'll use Git work trees to where I can like push an entire one part of it, and then I won't push the entire other part until later. So that's kind of how I multitask. The other way I multitask is I just use another IDE. If I want to work like a whole nother code base, so this is in Cursor, but I also have anti-gravity from Google, and I have been spending most of my time actually in VS Code lately. So I could be working on 3 separate applications, including using Git work tree or just split terminal like this. Because like right now, I'm not doing anything. Like Claude Code is just sitting here. I'm paying for Claude Code at the $200 a month plan right now. So like I could have 3 different IDEs running with multiple things going almost all day and never run out of tickets. One tip that I heard recently that I haven't done because I'm not running up against my resource limits, but if I was, because I'm not coding all day, I only code for a couple hours a day, but I get a lot done in those times, is I would plan in Opus or something, and then I would execute in Haiku. because it's a lot cheaper. Or use the cursor model, the cursor composer model. Cool. Okay, so this is cool. So it just wrote a bunch of HTML and stuff, which is like just inline probably. Cool. So it's created this page, and then it'll like open this page up probably, and we can take a look at it. Oh, cool. Okay. Incredible. Cultivate your professional brand like a master vintner. Huh. So what do we think about this, guys? Like dark mode. I don't like it. I don't like it. I mean, I think it's trying too hard to play the AI. Oh my goodness. What's going on here? Okay, so let's tackle this first and just let this run free. This is not what I want. I don't like, I just don't, I can't figure out how do I open up this, but I don't like that. I don't like what it showed me. So let's just say it's not quite right. For me, it's trying too hard. It's trying too hard with the like berry stuff, you know? What didn't I like? So I didn't like the colors. It also felt too generic. All of this. Okay. And then, yeah, good question. So let's go back to the browser and just like this. So this maybe is actually what I was worried about happening, is that like if I give it 5 different pieces of inspiration, that like it's just going to die and none of these will work, right? So which of these do I like the best? I probably like this one the best. I don't like this at all. So what I'm going to say is I like the white look of the tranche site with the geometric shapes with the illustrations from user list. So let's just tell it that, because that's what we should have done. I like Bento with the character and stuff, but I don't think that's this brand. So let's go back to Claude Code and say, okay, so cool. Let's go take a look at this. While this is ruminating here, we can take a look at the new. Let's take a look at the new landing page. Okay, great. Well, that was easy. It's exactly what we wanted. Okay, great. So, and then we have like log in and get started. Cool. Okay, so everything's in one place now, which is super cool. So we can just get rid of this. So that's cool. So we can get rid of all this stuff. And just one last thing, because like right when I logged into V0 before this, there's a big Next.js security vulnerability. And like I didn't remember that I had to update that. So now that we only have one repo to worry about, because I already updated, or this one's Laravel, so I don't have to worry about it, but it's just one less thing to worry about. So cool. So this is all done and this is good. All the copy is here, which I like. So let's go back. So that's great. So this is done and we can just close this. What color family feels right to you? Okay, cool. So let's look at this color. I don't know. I'm sure there's a way. Ooh, so like a pink color. That was initially my, because Linkberry is modeled after Pinkberry. And so it has this colors. These colors are cool. So maybe let's just do that. So that's kind of what they're talking about here with this pink. So we could do that. Coral. We had coral at Castos for a while. That's a hard color because it's kind of the only color you can do. So let's go with fresh berry pink. That's cool. What whimsical line berries, hand-drawn berries, geometric shapes, botanical sketches. Yeah, cool. Okay, so we're getting the right colors, I think, at least. So we're gonna have this, and then this will be kind of the main color. That's cool. Okay, so we're getting there. Thank you for your patience. This is like AI. This is vibe coding with AI and using pieces of inspiration as context, right? Because it's all about context with AI. Is like, what's the context? I gave it too much context in these 4 examples. And now we're kind of peeling that back a little bit to give it something that it can deal with better. Because basically, you have 4 very different designs. And it was just like, are you serious? Like, what do you want me to do? And it kind of didn't give us anything good. And so we're not doing that now. and we're going to give it something a little more concise for it to work with. Cool. So let's come over here, and it's giving us this stuff here. Okay, so this is done. So we can quit and we can close this out. And so we're just dealing with one Claude Code instance and terminal instance now. But I'm super glad that we have the new homepage right in here, so we don't have to worry about multiple things. And so what we could do is we could just like deploy this whole thing and just hide the login stuff, and the homepage would be ready to go. Once we get the design, if colors and things like that, we'll probably update this to give it some like different design elements and stuff. You think about like illustrations on the page and how it breaks the page up and stuff like that. So still thinking, it's thinking quite a bit. 11 minutes it's been working on this. That's a lot. It's a lot when you're recording a YouTube video and you're trying to fill 11 minutes worth of time. Maybe it's been 11 minutes that it's been thinking. But I think it's probably just about done, and we will have something to work with here soon. So I'm going to see, let's see, can I copy the path? Ah, cool. Okay, so it's got a new version of this. Do you want me to? Yes, I want you to create that. So I wonder if I can open this. Open. Oh. That's different, huh? That is really different. I like these illustrations. These are cool. Okay, so like, I guess this is just, okay, so like this, way better than this, like better look. It's got interesting fonts. It's got a nice look here. I like the green a lot. One thing that's like just from personal experience is too dark of a red means like stop from a psychological perspective. And so this is why everything is blue, right? Blue and purple has been the common one, is like blue is trust and purple is, friendly or whatever. But there's a reason that you don't see a lot of red out there. Is it's kind of tough because this screams like stop a little bit. The other thing is like it's hard to use other colors with red because they just kind of clash a lot. But I like this. This is way better, right, than we had before. And it stands out, which like the whole point of like Linkberry as a brand is like it's content on LinkedIn so you can stand out as a brand. And like we might as well stand out with like our brand. And so this definitely stands out. So we could have cool like product images with like the berries on it and stuff like that. And so, okay, I'm gonna call it here because I just want to show you how like taking inspiration from other websites, using Claude Code to compact that in to create a brand style guide is really helpful in you turning vague, vibe-coded stuff that you get from Claude Code or V0 or whatever into like actually interesting looking brands that will get attention and convert customers for you. So as you're building with AI, don't be afraid to kind of step outside of the lines a little bit. Be bold, take a chance, make a design that looks interesting like this, because if you don't, you're just going to get stomped by the people who do have like actual designers creating interesting looking stuff. Because I think design is a really interesting and good way to stand out these days. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please leave a comment below. Tell me what you liked or what you didn't like about it. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.